Hello, Dan Moinsky here, Certified AI Consultant and Chief AI Officer. Today we're going to be going over the lead hacker, specifically the web leads. So what's the benefit of the web leads and why do we have them? So very similar to a pixel that you would add from Facebook. So how this is set up specifically is if somebody hits your website and they do not fill out a form, what you can do is you can add this pixel or this JavaScript code on your site, and then you'll be able to get information about this person, like their name, email, potentially phone number, and more. Now, this is done very similar, almost exactly the same way that Facebook sets it up. The only difference is instead of Facebook keeping that information, what you would do is you would actually get the information so you can retarget them yourselves. So you know who hits your website and potentially who did not buy from you. Now, this is not 100% accurate and it is not going to capture all of the web traffic that you do get on your funnel or your different landing pages where you would add this JavaScript code. Now, what you could set it up as is you simply take this code and you drop it in the header. So I'm going to show you how this works, how to set it up, and how to get it going very quickly. So what do you want to do is you want to go over to the lead hacker. Now, if you have not added funds to your balance, make sure you add balance and funds inside here so you can actually purchase the leads. Now, as of this recording, the web leads for the minimum amount of data, name, email, phone number, just some basic information is 50 cents. If you want additional information, which I'm about to show you, that is 60 cents per lead. Now, first thing is make sure you please watch this video. If you have not, this explains everything in detail, so please watch that first. So we're going to go over the web leads. So if you want to see who's hitting your website and be able to track that, what you want to do is go over to web, and here we have one campaign set up. So let's set up a new campaign. So the first thing here, just hit new campaign, then you would enter that campaign name. Now what I like to do is I like to have the name of the client and then the month that I start this specific campaign. So this would be July 26. Now you can name this however you would like, but I highly suggest that you keep the naming convention standard. So we're going to do the web. Now we would enter the website URL. All right. So we added gym launch. Now this is where we can decide how much information we wanted. Now here we have the address, phone number, and email address. Now email addresses, these are not meant for phone calls. I want to be very clear about that. Do not use these phone numbers to call. We get this information from Meta, so this is used to specifically retarget people in Meta so you can get more information. So when you add an audience to Meta, the more information you have about the people, the better. So this phone number will help you target people better. This is not for calling. Now, if you do just want the basic information, the cost per lead, this is 50 cents. That's it. Now, if you do want any of the advanced information, it's bump up to 60 cents, so an additional 10%. So if you want to select all of it, great. If you don't want all of it, you don't need it, but it is the same price if you want one or all of them. That is completely up to you. Then we do for the contact re-identification list, I suggest 1 year. This will not bring any leads that are in your other campaigns into this campaign. And then you can also check if the contacts are in other campaigns. Then once you have all of that information, you're going to click Create Campaign. Now, once you do that, you'll have something set up that looks very similar to this. So this is a campaign that I have. Now, if you want to edit the campaign in the future, you can hit Edit. If you want to set up integrations, so this is where you would potentially want this information to go directly to Meta to automatically add people to a custom audience, or if you want to automatically add them to a tool like Instantly. Now, this is the financials on the campaign, and this is to actually get it started. Now, how do you actually add the code? So once you create a campaign, you can see the embed code here. So once you click on this, from here, you just copy this embed code and add it to the header of that page that you want it to go on. Now, once it's in the header, that's it. You're all set and good to go. Now, one of the things that you do not want to do is you do not want to email this code to anyone. You do not want to put it in Slack and have them copy it. If you are not adding the code directly, add it to a .txt file and then email the file over as an attachment and then have them copy it. So this code is very specific in the way that it works. Please do not give it to somebody else unless it is in a .txt file. All right. Now, once you have that set up and add to it, you are good to go. Just hit resume and it'll start working and you'll see who hits your website. Of course, if they have approved the cookies, if they don't have web blockers, and if you do have a pixel. So you have to ensure that you do add in your terms of service that you are using a pixel for this to be compliant. All right. Thank you. Good luck.